Hello, friends. Today we are going to talk about one aspect of real estate investment, and that is land buying and wholesaling. So, a lot of folks talk about various aspects of real estate investment, and one of the aspects is really just dealing with land. Now, if you are a real estate investor, you can really pick up from any portion of the value chain and then create value and take it to the next level and make value out of it. For example, some people just buy a small property, which is a rundown property, and do called fix and upper, and then they improve it, create value, and sell it for more money. So likewise, today we are going to focus only on the land portion of the value chain. So if you really just want to find a piece of land and then create value out of it, there are various aspects of the value creation. It could be buying a land at the right location, because it's very, very important that how far it is from the transportation, what kind of utilities it has, what kind of tax rates, how far it is from different train stations and highways and what have you. Because that all proximity to utilities, schools, train stations, near a city, all that really creates value for that particular land. Now, if you really have bought that piece of land, and now your next step is really, now you can either wholesale it. A lot of people just wholesale that land portion, but there are some people who would actually take it to the next level, and that would be finding the best use. And then after finding the best use, you engineer and design that piece of land. Now you got that piece of land designed. For example, you have 10 acres of parcel, and the best use is maybe residential, and then now you want to really build, what is the maximum can you build? You go to the bylaws and you really then come up with different ideas of subdividing that land and finding the best use. Then you work with the engineer, you have a vision, and then you basically utilize the bylaws and come up with the total proposition. Now then get approval. So some people will subdivide and sell the land after the approval, and then there are other who actually will develop that land. Now development means you putting the infrastructure, putting all the utilities, putting the roads, putting the sewage system, putting the water treatment system, and after all that you sell the lots. Now these are all totally construction ready lots, whereas the other builder will actually take it to the next level, that you actually now have a developed land. Now you can go ahead and permit it and build single family home or duplexes or what have you. So there is different aspect of land. When you buy the land, you can sell. And then people talk about, oh well, we have wholesaling and we don't want to hold it and we want to sell it. Yeah, I mean, if you really found a piece of land and you can sell it for more, yeah, you can. And then a lot of time people even don't have their own financing. They don't have their money. They call other people money, OPM, other people money. They take people's money and then they try to buy the land, and they put like 5%. If the land is value $1 million, they just hold the papers for $5,000, and then they get that $5,000 from somebody else, third party, and tell them that we're gonna pay you $10,000 if you give me that money for 30 days. They put a deposit on the land, and then in those 30 days they try to find that they can sell that piece of land for $2 million if they can find somebody. Now you have a network of finding the land, and you have a network of selling the land, and if in that network you can create value, all power to you. But if you are going to create value after designing and development and approval, that's another way. And in that case, people actually have their own deep pocket, that if you have $1 million land, instead of just thinking that you're gonna just hold it for 5,000 and then you're gonna try to sell it, that's one thing, and that's really not very safe. The safest way is that you know the land you're buying, you have some due diligence done, and then you have some contingencies when you buy it, that if you can do this and this, then that's good for the land. But if you cannot do A, B, C, you don't know that land could be useful at all. So that's the reason when you buy the land, the safest way is that you put deposit from your pocket, and now you go ahead and try to create value by working with the town, working with the engineer, and get a very comfort, and then do some testing and make sure that this land that could have a best use of building so many units. And now your value is based on those units. If it was 10 acres and you're putting 100 units, and each unit is basically have $50,000 value of land in there, and now you have 100 units, you're talking about the value as a $5 million for the land. So that's how you create the value, and you can find the deals, and then you can develop and sell those deals as that fit your budget, your vision, and your performa. So today we are going to just talk about that portion of the value chain. Next time we will talk about another aspect of the value chain in this whole real estate development. Thank you.